Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the C's and Q's podcast. I'm your host, Christian Quezada, a.k.a. That Man CQ, coming at you guys with episode 12 of the C's and Q's podcast. Beyond excited to have you guys back for another Wild Wednesday, here accompanied by my man, Dez, back from episodes, I don't even know how many at this damn point, and my dog, Jeremiah Harris, in the motherfucking building. We excited, man, getting ready to give y'all a very special episode called the College Experience Part 1. But before we get everything started, man, make sure y'all fucking like, comment, and subscribe here on YouTube at the C's and Q's podcast. You can add us now at the CQ podcast as well. If you guys want to see any clips, behind the scenes segments, or just any segments from the show as well, man, make sure you guys follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at the CQ podcast _ and if you want to be able to listen to the audio version of our podcast, whether you're on the road, running errands, or maybe you're just sitting around the house, anchor.fm / the CQ podcast 22. If you want to be able to listen to the audio version of this. Again, anchor.fm / the CQ podcast 22. You guys will find us on Google, Spotify, Apple, Amazon, you name it. We're there. Appreciate all the love and support you guys are showing us over these first couple of months, man. Shit has been incredible. I'm so thankful for y'all. But yeah, man, we back at y'all again with another Wild Wednesday. Here with my dogs, Dez and Jeremiah in the motherfucking building, man. What's good?
We chilling, man. How you doing?
I'm good. How y'all boys?
Vibing. Oh, shit.
You can call me Squirrel, bro.
Call you Squirrel?
Yeah.
Squirrely in the building. Y'all gonna find out real quick, man, because we got to throw this shit back, man. So this is gonna be the first time we got Squirrel in the building, man. He's an ex-teammate of mine, man. We gonna name the school, or we gonna keep that disclosed?
Weber. Come on, man. Weber International. Send your kids there. Good program, man.
Send them to the lake,
there.
man. Send them to my dog, Coach Pooch. Yeah.
Babson Park.
Yes, sir. Babson Park, man. Weber International University, man. That's when I first met Squirrel, bro. Bro is just a fucking dog, absolute dog, bro, at the wide receiver position. Shit was crazy. And then you already know I met my boy Dez here. He done been on multiple motherfucking episodes and shit. Fresh out of Iowa.
Fresh. I'm an Arizonian now. I actually got acquired to the time. Like, I'm actually getting tired at the right time now. So,
for real?
I noticed that the other day. I feel good now.
This shit crazy, bro. Football be on at 10 a.m. out this bitch.
No, I'd be on 11.
Well, I guess
It's
before
almost
the daylight
Yeah,
savings. Before the
yeah.
daylight savings, yeah, that shit was killing me. Coming from the East Coast, so shit used to start at 1 o'clock every
That's
day.
nice. You wake up and you see football. That's what I like.
Man, I don't know. That shit was just weird.
I feel it.
Sunday night football started at damn 5 p.m.
Yeah, but Sunday night football started at 11 p.m. for y'all. Like, you be up till 2 in the morning watching football. Like, who want to do that?
No shit. Nah, I feel you. But yeah, man, we in this bitch now, motherfucking Arizona, man. Phoenix, Arizona. It's just a pleasure, man. Here to come.
How long you out here for?
Couple more days.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long you been out here for? Like,
Couple
when'd
days.
you get here?
Wednesday.
Okay.
For sure.
It's decent. You've been out here before. It's all right. It's all right.
A little background for Squirrel post graduation from Weber International, man. My guy plays some pro arena football. Had a stint with the Orlando Predators, right?
Yeah,
And then,
but I wouldn't count them.
No,
Yeah.
then
Just Tucson and Arizona.
Yeah, Tucson. You had a hell of a season with Tucson. It was like damn, like half a season shit. You got balled the fuck out.
Yeah, shout out
Just
Coach
had that.
Chin.
Yeah. Over the Tucson Sugar Skulls, man. He had a hell of a season over there. Actually helped them make a playoff run, and then came over to the champs over in Phoenix, man. Played for the Rattlers for a season 2. Balled the fuck out. So
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah.
But the indoor league is treacherous. You feel me?
yeah,
It's brutal on your body. So
I feel it because all the walls and shit like that. It's more compact and
yeah,
and tight.
extremely.
So that shit is
It
like,
look fast. I ain't gonna lie. It look
Nah,
really,
it
look
is.
real
It
fast.
it is.
You ever seen a score of arena game?
It's gonna be like 50, like it be
Way
like,
higher than that. They get
Really?
up to like 90s, 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how
'cause
quick
you
it
You
is.
can score so damn fast because the field
Yeah.
is like in total like 70 yards long.
Yeah, with the
Like-
end zones included. Yeah.
Yeah, that
Damn,
shit
that's
is.
strong.
Yeah, so you think about the end
That's really
zone
50 yards. Like
Yeah.
because the end zone what like
Is it
5
is it 10
yards
oh.
and it's curved off.
Now the end zone is curved. Some of them curved like the Rattlers is square.
Uh-huh.
You feel me? But it's
Yeah.
regular size, like a
It's 10 yards,
10.
right?
Yeah, 10
okay,
yard.
that makes sense. Damn, you only got 50 yards to really work with.
Bro, you could throw a touchdown from
First
the
play.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so-
that's what I done seen motherfucker. They kicking field goals and shit
Yeah.
from like the opposite side of the field and shit like
Damn.
that.
Oh yeah.
Because that's what I think I was watching actually the championship game the year you was there and shit playing for him. Y'all
Yeah.
was in the championship game. I think the other team won by a field goal last second, didn't they?
Yeah.
Shit was crazy, bro.
Still hurt by that, by the way.
My bad.
Where's the Rattlers at?
It's in Mesa. That's where we practice at. But we play in where the Suns play.
in Phoenix,
Oh,
in downtown
for
Phoenix.
real?
Yeah, they
Okay.
playing it's called the Footprint Center now.
Yeah.
But like it's
Yeah.
it's in Phoenix though.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I
they
didn't know
practice
that.
facility is just down there in Mesa and stuff.
That's the IFL.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they turned, bro. But the AZ, the Rattlers get a lot of love out here for real, bro. They be packing that arena out for real.
Man, bro, we had like a parade that y'all was playing, bro. It's people that come, they got tattoos like of all the Rattler championships on their forearm, bro. It's
Yeah?
crazy. Like they
bro.
die hard,
People-
bro.
Yeah, they die hard
They
fans,
die
bro.
hard out here for real.
Like that championship game, y'all hosted the game, didn't y'all? Y'all was
Yeah.
home for that game?
Yeah,
bro. It was packed the fuck out because I was watching it live on YouTube. I think that day, but yeah, it was
This
packed
was
the fuck
recent?
out. Yeah, this is like-
2021.
yeah, this is like a year and a half ago. Shit.
Okay.
Yeah. No, this shit was live, bro. They turned up for real because they originally they used to be in the AFL and shit, but you know all the like expansions. Then they make new leagues and shit. They move teams and stuff.
Yeah.
Then the AFL recently corrupted and shit. So now like the IFL, like the Premier League, really,
Right.
where all the main like
What was
indoor
the
talent.
the
yeah.
AF, that was Arena Football League.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
That was way
Arena.
back in the day though.
Yeah, that was the
Yeah.
original joint.
Yeah.
They had
Yeah.
the football game.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. The arena game. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Now
That's
the,
what I was
the
thinking of.
IFL.
'Cause they had like the Chicago.
I don't know.
They had a bunch of
was on
teams,
there.
right.
Yeah.
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 Because they had
But Arizona
because
wasn't
one
a
of the
part of
main
that, though?
teams from
Yeah,
Florida.
they was.
They was, yeah. Because one of the main teams from Florida, I remember, was the Jacksonville Sharks.
Uh-huh.
So,
Yeah.
but then now I believe they either in the NAL or the IFL. But those are the two main leagues now
Okay.
for all the indoor players and stuff like that. So pretty much from there, it's
What I don't get though really is like why do indoor when you can go do like what's the other joint they do? Not the XFL.
But
Well,
see,
'cause
that just started.
That just came.
And-
yeah.
But they got the other one too.
that one just started
USFL.
too.
The USFL.
But that just started too. You
Yeah.
feel me? That just started
Like
them
within the
2
last
years
year.
old. You feel me? No more than
Yeah.
2 years old.
Okay.
The XFL they started the XFL at first and then they canceled it
Yeah.
and then they restarted it like 2 years later. So
Yeah.
now they about to for real like launch this bitch with like 8 teams I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, they tried it initially but it failed or some shit happened and they now they rebooting it.
I mean,
So-
like, as a player, would you consider doing that compared to doing indoor?
What playing outside? I'll play outside all
I mean,
day.
like, would you go do like the USFL?
Oh, yeah,
compared to,
for sure.
Right.
Most definitely.
I wonder what the players getting paid over there though for real.
I heard.
What?
I was just reading it. It's
'Cause-
like a base salary of like I think it was like 60 grand or 50 grand.
Oh, that's good.
For what? The XFL?
Yeah.
For the
Nah,
U-
them
for
boys,
the
them boys
USSF.
getting money on. Them boys, it's probably more than that. But them boys
No,
getting paid.
No, the
Like,
other
well-
one, the USF. What is that shit
No,
called?
the one I'm talking about is the XFL, but that's just like the basic players. Like obviously you got like
Oh, yeah.
Martavis Bryant and
Right,
like
right,
AJ
right.
McCarron.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
making like I heard like 250. Like
Yeah.
the top person is like
Yeah.
like 250 or
No,
something.
they
like
making
that.
6 figures and shit.
Right.
Like probably like NFL like practice squad money.
Exactly.
Like
Yeah,
shit
I
like
just hope
that.
it lasts. You feel me?
No, yeah, I hope it does too. Shit, because
Yeah.
you get football year round.
Yeah.
You get football year round, and bro, they ain't calling no penalties. In that motherfucker. They out there. Yo, I saw the first like when they dropped the what is it, the USFL,
USFL.
Uh-huh.
the USFL, bro. Bro, motherfuckers in there getting smacked, boy. Them quarterbacks, yo, I
It's
seen some of them
dangerous,
licks.
bro.
They hitting the quarterbacks, bro. Helmet to helmet, they fuck.
Their
Smacking
insurance
them.
policy got to be insane.
Yo, what?
Damn.
Knocking teeth out in that motherfucker, dog.
Right.
Shit was crazy.
I
I'm
ain't
like,
doing
yo.
that. G. I ain't doing that.
I was like, I know, right? I'm good off that. But shit, prior to all this pro football shit, man, like I said, me and Squirrely out of Babson Park, man, Weber International University, that shit was an experience, boy. I know college just in general was a different experience. I was a first generation college student, so I was walking into shit with a blind eye and really have, nobody would give me no guidance and shit. So I was really just walking that bitch trying to experience everything for the first time, like, to be honest. But yeah, what was that like eye opening experience for y'all shit when y'all got to college and shit? Kind of made y'all feel like, oh shit, we here.
But you went to a different school, I thought, before that. Did you go straight to Weber?
No, I was at Weber all 4 years.
All
I
4
was
years?
I damn near transferred, but no, I stayed.
You went. You was all there for all 4 years too.
Yeah.
So y'all was same class.
Nah.
No,
I was class before
he
him.
a year older than me.
You're older than you?
Yeah, so he was a sophomore when I was a freshman.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, like, shit, I went to a JUCO, y'all, so it was a different experience
one?
for me. I'm from Iowa, so it's called Iowa Central.
Okay.
Yeah, I went there for just a year and shit, but eye-opening, man. I'm 3 hours away from home. That was already gut-wrenching. And then
Oh, low key, I ain't gonna lie.
I went to, like, a bogus town. Like, I'm talking about, like, not even 10,000 people there type shit. Like, when the
Oh,
students
you-
not there, like, really, like, 5,000 people probably
Yeah.
there, for real.
Damn.
What the social life was like.
What social life, boy? Like
Wasn't
it
it?
was a little, it was a country town. Like you don't really, if you went out, like you was getting in trouble because niggas was shooting at the you dig.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't even like no black town. It was just a little white Iowa town, and But just when the college students was there, it was just like one club people would go to, and like everybody would go there. You know what I'm saying? So like playing football, you really couldn't even really go to this. You feel me?
Yeah.
And you live on campus as a freshman, and people would throw parties, but that's getting busted. You know how it goes.
Yeah, bro, I ain't gonna lie, that shit sound a lot like our shit.
But I feel like we got lucky though, because like we had Orlando an hour this way, and then we had Tampa an hour that way.
Like you had something fun, like
Yeah.
but at the same time, like we would go to we had Iowa State like an hour and a half
Yeah.
away.
Yeah.
So I mean, we had little things like that. But first day, like when I say, look, I walked on the campus. I had to live in these towers. They call it towers, like bogus, right off of campus. Like I was like, they packed all the niggas in there. I was like, everybody, niggas from Detroit, niggas from Florida, niggas from Louisiana. I'm talking about they just put no white people was in there. I'm talking about they had nice apartments on campus that they just renovated.
That's crazy.
Bogus, like. And I mean, I was only in there for like training camp, so it was like 2 weeks. And then after that, I was able to get to a nice apartment. But terrible, bogus. I'm talking about no. It's hot summer. You know, you go to football early, so it's like July. It's hot as hell.
July, August.
Right. It's hot as hell. No, I mean AC work, but you got to put the fan in the window. Really one of those.
Yeah. Like, Christian can definitely tell you. I can't tell you because I never stayed in Grace. He can tell you. We had a building called Grace.
Right.
What?
All male dormitory.
What?
Yeah.
3 floors.
What?
I mean, it was probably
used to have like about 2 to 3 people in the room. Some of them had 4 people in the room.
Damn.
Dead ass, yo. I'm telling you.
I had to stay there.
I did it my first year.
Was they like apartments?
Nah, it was like
we had apartment style, but it wasn't that building. That building was just straight up like
a
one
dorm.
room.
It's the
One
hood,
room.
man.
Yeah.
Section 8.
Bro, oh God, bro.
If you ain't got that much
Food
financial
stamps.
aid, going in there, boy. It's over.
If your ass had leftover money, you was staying in Grace.
It's over. Over with, boy.
That's crazy.
My mama seen that, boy. She say, nah, you standing in these apartment buildings, boy.
Yeah.
I love mama for that one, boy.
See, my mama saw it and shit, this is just how it's gonna be. I'm not gonna pay no rent off the snob.
Yo, nah, I was fucked my first year. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, damn. Boy,
You stayed in there the first full year?
Yeah, my freshman year I stayed,
Damn,
but it was
he's a
cool
soldier.
though. It
He's
was
a
cool though
soldier.
because I had some cool ass roommates. Like me and my brody Bryce. We from the same hometown. We played high school ball together and shit. We had went to the same school like together.
Yeah.
So we already knew we was gonna be in the same room. We just had a third person. So the third person ended up being our tight end Matt.
Yeah.
It's my dog. Shout out to you, Matt. Hope I can get you on here soon. But yeah, Matt was cool as fuck. So it just ended up being us 3 in the room. But I love both of them. So we was chilling all year.
that's
But
decent.
once we got to the end of that year, I remember I had went to Quan because Quan was an RA.
Yeah.
So I was like, hey, Quan, bro, put me on, bro. How I become an RA, this, and that. And then I really just wanted it for the scholarship, bro. It was like a scholarship was like $8,000 added
do
onto to be a resident assistant.
Bro, I kept applying for that shit, bro. They never took me, bro.
Dog,
Y'all green, boy.
I applied for that shit, and Quan was the one that put me on. He was like, hey, man, do you know the freshman Christian, blah, 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 play football? And then they had brought me in, did a little interview and shit. And yeah, probably like a week later, they sent me an email, told me I got hired. So slapped on like $8,000 at that point I was on a full ride because I had football money, I had
So they was
fast
paying,
food,
paying you for
and
it.
I had a academic scholarship too because I had like over 3.0 in high school. So I was covered at that point. So I was straight, and I got my own room that next year. So I just went up to the 3rd floor, had my own little room, and I got a little check financial.
So you was in
aid
the
check.
same building, but it was on a different floor?
Yeah, I was at this year because bro, the first floor. Oh my god, dog, that shit loud as fuck. Yo, the first floor, you gonna hear some shit on the first floor, bro. That shit used to piss me the fuck off. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
You could never sleep peacefully in that motherfucker, dog. Like for real. We was real good about being quiet, like when each other was sleeping and shit like that.
Yeah.
So I never had that problem with them. It was just like the hallways, dog.
But see, like,
it used to
look.
be folks coming up and down that bitch, or like ding dong ditching and shit, and
Play
like doing
fighting.
bullshit.
But at the same time, look. So I get that. Now imagine, because those people be like, what, like 18, 19 years old?
Yeah, 20. So.
These niggas that we getting, I'm 18. These niggas be 25, 20, 26. Real grown men, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not just fresh out of high school. Like,
Yeah.
They grown, that's why niggas were getting shot in that bitch. Like,
What
really
the
was, it,
fuck?
bro, it was like really the hood. Like, of the campus, it was the hood.
The hood of the campus.
Like,
That's
if you didn't know
crazy.
nobody in that bitch, these niggas probably gonna jump you type shit. Like,
What?
no,
That's crazy.
it was forcing it, for real.
You made it out, my boy.
It was forcing it.
Yo, you made it up.
But I mean, like, it wasn't even, yeah.
That's crazy.
But they was wilding, bro. Niggas was really wilding. Like, fighting
Shit.
every day. Niggas shooting dice outside. Really one of those. Like, security.
What the fuck?
One security guard going around the whole campus. So, I mean, like,
No, we used to have like a whole staff, like about like 2 or 3 of them at least at one time. But I
talking
mean,
about
it wasn't
security?
but it wasn't we wasn't doing no crazy shit on campus. So it wasn't. You had every now and then people be doing some dumb shit, fighting or throwing a big ass party or doing some shit they're not supposed to. But it wasn't no crazy shit to where they had to really. Even if some crazy shit popped out, they ain't never did shit about it. They would call Jay or call the cops.
And our security guard was 55 plus. They ain't finna tussle with you.
Boy, they
They ain't finna tussle with you.
no, they used to be up in there in the little shack watching shit.
For real though.
Yeah, they was just there for the time, man. They was just there for the time.
Grace was an experience, dog. I'm telling you, living on that floor, it's something I needed in my life because I ain't gonna cap. Now having my own crib, like I'm grateful because I ain't got to deal with that shit no more, bro. So
I be feeling like that, bro. Like I should have had like my phase in Grace.
Yeah,
but like.
It was fun. I ain't gonna cap. It was fun. Like, cause you used to, I don't know, you used to just be bullshitting. Like, you used to go to other people's rooms. You used to walk up in there. You used to start talking shit. Like, them dusty ass shoes. Like, you start fucking around.
Had a 2K and Madden up, and then get busting.
It used to be like 7 folks in one room. They over there playing for money and shit. You know what I'm saying? Get they little $10 and shit.
See, them niggas was blowing in the bathroom. Like,
that's crazy. This Iowa.
Web ain't play like that. Boy, you get caught smoking, gone.
Yeah, facts. It was a wet campus. You could drink if
Yeah, but that's smoking.
But if you were smoking, if you got caught smoking, your ass was done.
You're done.
They kick
not
you
like
out.
the school.
Yeah,
they're not playing it.
Yeah, they kick your ass out. It's a lot of motherfuckers really tried it. They was smoking in a room. I used to be like, bro, y'all tripping for real.
Right.
I didn't smoke. I drank a lot, but I would never really smoke.
They allowed
like
alcohol on campus though.
Yeah, so long you could have this shit in your room so long as you was 21. If they did a room search or anything like that, and you know what I'm saying, and if you was under 21, you had some shit in your room, like they'll fuck around and take it, they'll confiscate it. But if you had someone in your room
that was 21
in that Grace that happened to be, if they claim it, you straight. If they claim it, you good. Like, oh no, it's mine. Like, you good to go.
I feel like Florida's like a wet state. Like on top of that, like.
Yeah,
like motherfuckers be drinking and drive. You could do it. I mean, I guess that's everywhere.
But I mean, cause like Squirrel said, bro, we was an hour away from Orlando and from Tampa, so we used to like if it was a weekend, like during football season, we couldn't do a lot because we'd be 7 days a week. We was doing something. Saturdays we had the game. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Sunday you would have to go weights and film and all that extra shit. So whenever we did have some time, we would pick up, man, have like 5 people in the car. Go to Orlando.
UCF, man.
UCF is in Orlando.
Yeah,
UCF and then USF over in Tampa. So we used to either one. Shit, I've been to Lakeland, Tampa, Orlando, Kissimmee. Like, bro, we used to be at all them shits, going to the clubs and shit like that. It was a good time. We had some crazy shit happen, bro. I done really seen some shit.
Crazy shit.
I had some decent. It was straight, like, obviously in the little town we had like a bar or two and like one restaurant. You know what I'm saying? It was straight. We had a little Walmart down the street. Like, it wasn't nothing too crazy, you know. But I mean, shit. You know.
If you one of them dudes that like can make the best out of anything, bro, any situation, you gonna have fun.
Yeah,
but if you one of them dudes that go and just pout about every little thing, you gonna have a bad time.
Yeah, you gonna hate it.
That's just how it is.
It's the people around you too.
Fact.
Yeah. It is the people around you. So if you meet the right people, you gonna have a good time.
I had a good ass time, bro. I used to have so much fucking fun, especially during football season. We used to be traveling, and we used to go fucking everywhere, dog. Like Texas, everywhere. Chicago, bro. Our coach, bro, low key, I ain't gonna lie, for a small program, we was spoiled. Yeah, we was fucking spoiled, bro. Like we would be dripped out head to toe and shit, like new cleats, gloves,
who was y'all sponsored by?
Jumpsuits, Adidas. When we was there, it was now they Under Armour, but when we was there, it was Adidas. But we used to get new cleats, jumpsuits, shirts, gym shorts, all kinds of shit every year.
Bro, the only thing we was missing was the facilities. That was it, bro.
I swear to God, that's it.
We would have had the facilities, bro. What?
Because we ain't even get a like an on-campus field until my senior year. Like after he had graduated. We was playing at like a high school down the street. Yeah, it was nice though. It was pretty big for a high school stadium, but that was it. We would practice on campus, but that's where we played the actual games at. Yeah. But we had our own locker room and shit, and like athletic training room and shit. But now they actually got like the turf field, like on like right outside across the parking lot. They got the lights in that bitch, everything.
Oh, they got like a real stadium now.
Yeah, now it's like a real like turf field. Like that shit's smooth.
The boy came a long way.
Yeah, so it was like during our time, like they was like getting the money together and shit. Finally, my senior year, like the summer. Before we started, they was building that shit. So we was like doing training camp on the baseball field and shit. Yeah. But no, they ended up getting that shit. That shit's lit now. But it was a good time. Like he said, like if you a person that can make the most out of the experience, bro, that should be fun as fuck. I had a good ass time. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Weber sent somebody to the league?
No. Probably like
Tryouts.
2 people. Probably like 2 people. It was one. We had one DB that went to the league.
What's his name?
I forgot his name. I ain't gonna lie to you because it was like he was in the league in like 08 through like 11 or some shit like that. So yeah, it was Yeah, so we had one person, but we had probably other people that had tryouts or played like pro arena and shit like that. Because it's really other than that, like other than now with this XFL and all that shit, it's really all you could do is play arena or be in the CFL or the NFL. I mean,
yeah.
But it's only limited people that go to the CFL because you got to have a certain amount of Canadian players. Got to be on your roster.
You're gonna have 23, I think, Americans.
Yeah,
something like that.
You got to have a certain amount of Canadian players on the field too. Some shit like that. Yeah, yeah, that ass. Yeah, but shit was an experience, bro. Like I think the eye opening shit for me was like I think when it was some I had this weird ass feeling like I was happy the whole time we driving up from like Fort Myers and shit. We coming up and I had like my own little car and shit, and my mom was following me with hers, with all my stuff in it. And when I got there, we unpacking and shit. I'm all happy and shit. I'm like, man, I'm finally out my hometown. I'm at the crib. Like, I'm about to start college, whatever. And then when we got there and I finally settled in, I put my shit in the closet, put the shit under the bed, and I'm sitting there. I kind of had some it's like some butterflies or something like in my stomach. I was kind of like, oh, I feel weird. Like, I don't know. Like, I felt scared for a second. I was like, I just need to chill. It was almost like them jitters, like where like it make you want to leave type. I was like, nah, let me just vibe for like a day and whatever. And then I stayed there, had my first day of training camp and shit. And after that, like I was cool. I was so happy. But I realized like how much freedom I had.
How far away you was from the house?
Shit, like 2 hours? Less than 2 hours? It was like an hour 40.
That's not too bad. See, like you was kind of close, but like when you like far, like you do like get homesick. Like
no, see,
them first few days,
that's what happened to me when I moved to AZ and was trying to get my master's. That's when I first had my first like homesick experience was then because I was down the fucking street. I would get home in like an hour and a half.
Exactly.
So I used to just, if I wanted to go back home, I'd just pick up in the car, holidays, whatever the fuck, just pick up and slide. But like once I realized how much
you got like distance between it, and you can't just go back to the crib. Like
what?
Yeah, you definitely get homesick.
I'm like 4,000 miles away now. Shit, that's just like, boy, I ain't just picking up at any time and going to that motherfucker. That shit costs money. But yeah, for me, it was like the freedom. I was like, oh my God, I finally don't have my mom in my ear and shit. I love my mom, but I was like, fuck, I can like do what I want to do.
Your mom was letting you party in high school.
No, hell no.
No?
What? Who told you that? Who the fuck told you that?
I was just assuming.
That was Jalen. That was FTFJK.
I can see that.
No, that was Jalen. Jalen he peaked in high school.
Yeah.
Jalen had like this ultimate peak in high school. I did not at all. I had fun and shit. My mom wasn't crazy strict, but like it was a lot of shit that I couldn't do. Like I had to be a little rebellious. I had to like talk to a homeboy, him help me get a job. I had to rack up money, get my first like license, get my this. I paid for all my own shit. I ain't even have a key to the house, bro. My mom was not fucking offering me. Like
damn,
that shit made me real like independent.
You couldn't get a key to the crib?
Bro, I swear to God. It was times because obviously I play football, so I used to be at football practice. So my mom would just get off work and then just on the way back, she would just scoop me up after I get off practice 5:30, 6 o'clock, and then we just go home. So it'd be people at the crib, either my sister or whoever. So, but then after the season and shit, my sister, she used to be there, usually, but then there was sometimes she wouldn't be in that bitch. I'd be sitting outside.
On God.
Bruh, they used to have me fucked up. So it was one day, I ain't even say shit. I fucked around and my sister was at the crib. She was doing something in her room, but she left the keys by the door. I took a house key, took that shit off. I hopped on my bike and went to the Walmart next door. And I made a copy of that shit.
Hell yeah.
And I kept that.
Well, he's not lying though, like, cause like that little leeway after the season.
Bruh, yeah.
When you don't got really like nothing to do.
You just hop on the bus and go back home. Like,
bruh. Just go back to the crib. It'd be 4:15. I'd be like, what the fuck?
Bro, so my mom had me fucked up. So now, in high school, once I got my money and shit, I got my first little car, a little cheap car and shit. I was straight. But once I got to college is when I really had that freedom. And then once I got to my second year, especially when I had my own room.
You had a car in college?
Yeah. Once I got to college, I had my own little car and shit.
You were a freshman? You had one as a freshman?
Yeah. I had like, it was an older one.
No, not till I was a junior.
For real?
Yeah, I was struggling, but
I had like a little $1,000 car, but it was getting me from A to B.
Yeah.
My sophomore year, my pops had hooked me up. He got me like a little Chevy Cobalt, a little blue. Okay. Yeah, I was fucking with that car.
Solid.
Yeah, hell yeah. That shit was getting me all the way to Orlando and back. Yeah. Shit, still on like maybe half a tank of gas on there and back, bro. That shit was clutch.
I thought I had a car my sophomore year. My cousin gave me a car. I should have known. I had that motherfucker 2 weeks. That dude done. Back without a car. I said, damn.
Hey, yo.
You showed it to your friends and everything.
Well, I pulled up the campus, black Suzuki.
A black Suzuki.
Man, that bitch had to get towed out of there.
Yeah, because it was a Suzuki car, bro. That shit probably was garbage.
Garbage.
Oh, shit. Yeah,
that
bro.
shit was garbage.
That should be funny. It do be like going to our school and shit. You ain't really need a car, but it was beneficial to have one because then you can go out of town and shit. Go to Orlando, go to Tampa, go do other shit. Like you can actually like go to the club. But even then, like if you had teammates that had a car, like we really used to just hop in one and just slide. We used to just take mine was a little 4-door sedan and shit. So we used to take like 4 or 5 people in my shit and like just dip and just fuck around and just go all night. And we used to get back at the crib like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, and then used to wake up on Sundays and go fucking eat brunch and shit with the potatoes and the eggs and.
So y'all were eating the calf?
Yeah. Shout out to Weber Calf. Weber Calf used to be on one, boy.
Yeah.
What?
It was
crab legs.
Sometimes they was tripping.
Crab legs.
Yes, Sirski.
Damn.
It depends.
Every now and again, though, not
like every day.
Every now and
shit,
again,
but like
they'll bless us.
Usually, like breakfast and lunch, you was straight.
You was solid.
Breakfast and lunch used to be busting. Dinner, that was a hit or miss. That was the one that was.
See, they was bogus. Like they had that shit bogus.
But they
cereal
upgraded.
and waffle.
Oatmeal.
They had a waffle maker. They used to
Waffle
have.
maker straight though.
Yeah, the waffle. But they used to make like they had that cafeteria. They didn't make food. That shit bogus though.
Yeah.
Like, bogus. Like,
Now I remember like at first because people started complaining and shit about the calf. Like it was mainly about dinner and shit like that. But like once they start complaining about that, they put like a pizza maker in there.
Yeah.
They put the waffle makers. They put like a little like flat press. You can make a sandwich on that bitch.
Yeah.
They had the cereals. You go get some cereal.
Yeah.
Then we had a big ass thing with a bunch of ice cream in it. So you used to be straight. Like you can get by. So some motherfuckers being there still complaining and shit. But
And we was blessed because we had a union.
Yeah, the union.
So if you ain't want the calf, you go. It's like they got hamburgers, cheeseburgers,
it's like a little like the student union.
Wings, all that. You can get that.
But you had to pay for it out of your own dollar?
Yeah, it was cheap though, $5.
Cheap as fuck.
$10.
Cheap as fuck.
You ain't spending no $20, $40.
It wasn't until my senior year I think they had changed the menu. But
Yeah,
it used to be like a $1 menu. Bruh, so you used to go in that bitch.
Was it good?
Hell yeah. That shit used to be busting.
I swear.
Hey, cut. That shit used to be busting, bruh. Like you used to go like the $1 menu used to have like chicken sandwiches, like cheeseburgers, fries, onion rings, bro.
We was getting away with robbery, bro.
I swear to God, for $1, bro. So you fuck around $5, you go in there and get you like 3 cheeseburgers, order a fries. Dog, I swear to God, bro.
Bro, walking past the calf, looking at the mean ass lunch ladies. Like, we ain't need y'all. We good.
Oh God,
we good.
Duh, you go, bro. They used to cook.
That was
wings.
like in the cafeteria or like it was.
No,
like
it was separate. It was like across the ways.
Yeah.
It was like where like our classrooms was at low key,
But
or
it
like
was
it was the Yenta Center. Yeah,
Yup.
But it was still
like
on campus.
Yeah.
Yeah. You 2 minutes. You was right there.
Yeah.
You just walk right over.
Right there.
Yeah, because you used to have all kinds. It was like a little area, like a living room with a big ass TV, so you could watch TV.
Pool
We used to have
tables.
pool table,
all
ping
that.
pong tables.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it used to
Like
be
a
a nice
little
little
lounge
area.
area.
Yeah.
You
So
feel me?
people used to just go in there and chill. Shit, the people that live off campus used to be in there a lot
Yeah.
because they would go
Yeah.
get food and shit like that.
Yeah.
The TVs in there playing the football games and whatever. the
So
fuck.
your second, third, and fourth year, you lived on campus.
No, my first, second, and third year. My senior year, I moved off campus, and I had a house with the boys. That was pretty chill. I like that shit. But my second and third year, that's when I was RA and shit, and I had my own room on that third floor. Like I was saying, I was chilling then too. Once I had my own room, I was straight.
Right.
The only thing that was kind of like was like the hall bathrooms and shit. Used to have like one big ass bathroom or like 2 or 3 of them for like the whole floor.
Yeah.
But other than that, it used to be straight. Like nobody would bother me and shit. I would never hear it because ain't nobody gonna climb no fucking stairs. So that's why I picked the third floor because I used to be out there just chilling. I could sleep
But when
peacefully.
you get that house though, that be completely that shit.
Oh, the house we was
shit.
chilling for real. I ain't gonna lie. I was with the boys.
Because now you
Shout
can do whatever you want. Like now it's
Yeah.
your shit. You can throw a party. You can have.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
for
You
sure.
can
We
be
did
as loud
that
as you
shit.
want.
We
Like
did that plenty of times.
That one thing I regret, bro, not moving off campus.
Yeah.
Oh, you lived on campus too?
It was
The whole
straight.
my whole full.
Yeah.
I had my own apartment. Well, not apartment, but apartment style.
Yeah.
So I never really felt
Like you had a
like
single bedroom, like
Yeah.
just you.
Yeah.
just me.
Cause I
And you had no roommates.
Yeah, you had roommates, but like
It was in
it's separated.
separate
You
rooms.
feel me?
Yeah.
So y'all
Okay.
ain't really crossing paths like that unless
That's not
y'all-
bad.
Yeah.
See, like we had it was 2 people to a room, so there was 2 rooms and you have 2 bunk beds.
Okay,
Oh
okay.
no.
See, that's more
cool,
so. That's
though.
what Grace
It
was.
wasn't bad.
Yeah, that ain't.
So you had Grace, that was the male dormitory. So you had like 2 to 4 in a room, depending on where you was at. And then you had the ones that were single rooms.
Yeah.
And then you had Miranda was like the all female dormitory. That was like 2 to 3 or 4 in a room.
Camilla.
Same shit. Or no, Camilla.
Yeah, Camilla.
Miranda was the one that was apartment style. So basically how it was built, it was like when you first walk in, it's like a little living room with a little sink and shit like that.
Yeah.
And then usually most of them you had 5 rooms. Some of them you only had 4, but
Damn, that
basically
was
you
big
had
as hell.
five separate rooms, and the rooms wasn't like crazy big, but you would have your own shit. Like you'd have like a little closet, your bed,
Yeah.
a little
But
dresser,
that
and
would be
shit.
your room though.
Yeah, you have
That
you know.
sounds decent, like,
So
that
the
sounds
only thing you
decent.
would share is just one bathroom. So
Yeah.
usually it was double sided, and so you had 2 rooms across from each other and one bathroom in the middle.
Yeah.
And then the same thing on the other side, and then usually somewhere in the middle it usually be a solo room with its own bathroom inside of it too.
Shit.
Those rooms used to be like a little smaller, but you would have your own bathroom. So
Shit, that's cool.
it was chilling, yeah.
Oh, God.
So yeah, I ain't never lived in them. I just lived in the Grace one. So my room was bigger than than those were, but I was chilling because I was by myself. Shit,
Yeah, you
a little AC unit and shit. I was
I think
cooling.
I'm trying to remember. I don't know if we had any laundry in that shit though.
Oh, we just had a big ass laundry room in the building.
Did you have to pay for it?
Yup.
Yeah, you had to pay. You had to get like a little card and like put
And
money
load
in
it
it,
up.
and then like
It
you
was
had like
smooth, though.
swipe it. Yeah, it was straight.
It wasn't costly.
It
I
wasn't
don't
too
know
bad.
what, but they were fucking with us. Like,
It was straight.
I don't know. It ain't
People
cost a lot.
really, people really was complaining about that shit a
For
lot,
real?
but we was straight. Like, I really couldn't complain because especially when I had that little RA shit, I was chilling. Like, I ain't even have to work.
He was eating good, had a
Bruh,
web.
I was chilling. I had a fucking
Had
solo
a room.
room. I was chilling, and the RA shit was not hard, boy. I ain't gonna lie. Now that
You
I'm
ever had
not-
to get on somebody
Now that
else?
I'm not over there, bro, I'm gonna be real. I really was not listening to y'all. I'm gonna be real. They used to come point at me like I was like the snitch or something. I was like, bro, they used to come to
Like
me.
who's they?
We did do that. We did.
Who is they?
They used to think that I was like the tattletale.
You
son.
was.
team.
It was. Yeah,
I was not,
you
bro.
was, bro. You was.
I was not, bro, at
It
all.
was CQ telling they had
Nah,
a party. Oh
hell
God,
nah.
it was. I
Hell,
can hear
I
it.
used to be at the party. How the fuck I'm gonna tell them? I used to be at the
I can
party.
see it now, brother. You ain't
How
got
the
to tell
fuck?
me, squirrel.
Yeah.
You ain't got to tell
Nah,
me twice.
bruh. Hell
I can
no.
see, bro.
Hell no. Because
Hey, bro,
that's the next thing
so
we about to
easy.
talk about is the wildest shit we seen. Boy, I done seen some shit with my eyes that I ain't never spoke about. Because if I did, it would have been so many people kicked out of school. But I ain't, where I'm from, you don't do that snitching shit. I don't.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. It was one situation though that I got into though. My boy stayed silent.
He did?
Stayed
Yeah,
silent.
I
He
don't-
stayed
I
real
I'm not
silent.
saying he a snitch.
Nah,
I'm
yeah,
just
yeah,
saying
yeah.
he was the one that was. You know, when you come to an RA, you got that little higher authority. You know what I'm saying? You swing that around a little bit.
Fuck that shit. The only thing I would do is like they would come. So they would do is we would have like weekly meetings and shit, or like we had a group chat. So they would come and tell us like, hey, we need you guys to go check y'all floor and shit, make sure people don't have X, Y, and Z, whatever. He like the president, vice president, and the other like head person, they was like, oh, we finna do a room check and stuff. So y'all do the preface. Y'all better, you know what I'm saying, go handle it, whatever. We find shit after y'all finna get in trouble. Yeah. So what I used to do is, because I ain't gave a fuck, like it used to be people smoking, bringing girls, all this and that. Like, bro, that's their business. At the end of the day, I ain't finna stress over that shit. I was getting a
You
scholarship.
couldn't bring girls over there.
No, you could.
Oh, okay.
But
They didn't want him staying the night, but
yeah, I think that's what it was.
That
yeah,
junk was-
yeah, that was
Ain't
that.
nothing
It
about
wasn't. It's not like they was patrolling room. They would do that shit like once a semester towards the end.
Yeah.
But like, I ain't give a fuck. Like, to be honest, now that I ain't over there no more, I really didn't listen to like 90% of the shit that they told me to do. I ain't really even do it. So like, I used to go through the floor when they would tell me that. I would go room by room because I knew everybody who was on my floor. I was cool as fuck with them. So I used to go knock on their door and say, "Hey, bro, they finna come through here. What's it called? In like a couple of days. So if y'all got any weed, y'all got anything in the fridge, whatever, y'all put that shit in y'all car, do whatever y'all gotta do."
Right.
And he said, "Oh yeah, bet, for sure, blah blah blah." And so I used to just go room to room and just tell everybody, and just like give them a heads
And that's
up.
all
and
you
shit.
really had to do. Like, what else they made you do? Like, as like an RA. 'Cause-
So you would like 1 week out of the month, you would go sit in the RA lounge. Remember how we used to have a little RA lounge? So we used to have a in Grace on the first floor, like towards the end of the hall. There used to be one big ass room with a bathroom in it. We used to have like a TV in there with an Xbox and
Oh, you was
Wi-Fi
they
and
thought
shit.
they thought they were doing it, boy.
yeah.
But
I mean,
we
they
was,
though. Shit.
but
They
we,
was.
but we was chilling. Like it used to be a couple couches, but we used to like me and the boys. Everybody used to be in there, like me, G, Von, Quan. We used to be in there just bullshitting, talking shit,
Yeah.
laughing, and then all you would have to do is like you would be in there for like 4 hours, I think, from like 7 to 11 or some shit like that. And you would just every like 2 hours or some shit, you would just get up, just walk around the campus, make sure no crazy shit going on. You know,
Oh, you just chilling.
ain't nobody out there fighting or something. But like I said, I just wouldn't give a fuck. Like if I would see some shit, like it would be sometimes I'd be walking through and then like someone's room be smelling dank as fuck, and I wouldn't go banging on the shit because I didn't want to scare them. So I would go knocking and shit, be like, "Hey, cuz y'all low key got a whole hall like smelling like bad. Like don't let security walk through here." Because you remember Amanda, that's why I used to go warn people because Amanda, boy, she was on some like she worked for the military or some shit.
She ain't playing.
Bruh, she used to go through banging on your shit. Pump, 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 pump. Security, open up. Pop, pop, pump, pump. Security, open up. Open the door. Blah, blah, blah. We're gonna open the door if you don't blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh hell no. So I remember I seen her do that shit one time because fucking Bryce dumbass. So that shit happened to me one time my freshman year before I was an RA.
Yeah.
So my roommate Bryce, fucking idiot. So he went to he went with our other roommate Matt, and they had smoked in the car, right? And this man had a jacket on, right? And that shit reeking, boy. And he took the shit off and just threw it in his hamper. And then he had went somewhere to go get something to eat. And I had left the room, went to the uni. I think I grabbed some food. When I came back, I walked in the room. I was like, damn, it smells dank as fuck in here.
Right.
And then I'm like looking around and shit. And I was like, I knew they used to just smoke in the car all the time. So I was like, why it smell like that? And then so I walk over, I'm getting close to his hamper, and I smell his jacket, and his jacket was dank as a bitch. I said, bro, they walk through here, they gonna smell that shit, because I smell that shit outside the door.
Right.
So I just took his jacket, and I put it at the bottom of the hamper. I just sprayed some Febreze real quick. I was like, all right, we good, we chilling. So I'm just in there minding my business on the laptop, doing some homework on the computer. Bro, next thing you know, pum, 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 pum. Security, open up. I said, bro, what the fuck? I got scared, bro. This bitch scared me. You know, Grace used to have them big ass, heavy ass, with the wooden doors and shit. Bro, that shit scared the fuck out of me. I jumped. I said, oh shit. And so I turned around, bro. I opened the door, bro. This bitch blew the door open, yo. As soon as I opened it, I was like, yes. She said, doof. And then she walking in that bitch. She looking around. Like on some crazy shit,
bro. She the only security come to work military boots.
I swear to God.
I'm talking about, bro. She not playing no games.
She used to be on some shit, yo. Like she came there, and then like the RA that like at the time he was standing. It was some Spanish kid. He was standing there. He's like, I'm sorry, bro. Like he's like, it's cool. And she's like, okay. All clear. We're good here. I was like, can I help you with something? Like, I was like, what the? I'm just standing in the room.
But it wasn't reeking in the room? I know you sprayed it, but like,
yeah, well,
it's still going.
It probably was lingering a little bit, and she thought it was coming. But when she came in there and started smelling around, she didn't smell shit. So I was like, okay, we cool. Yeah. So, and then and I'm like looking at her like, bro, what the fuck? Like, you just gonna march in this bitch, like push me out of the way and shit. Like, it's a military operation. So like, once I seen that shit, I was like, nah. When I became RA, I used to go to folks' room and be like, hey, bro, y'all better put y'all shit away, blah blah blah. Put in your car, whatever you got to do. They finna come through here. And then, so whenever they would come through my floor, we ain't had no problems. We just be chilling. So yeah, I didn't really give a fuck because I ain't gonna lie. I used to be witnessing all the fights and shit. Yeah, I be entertained, so I ain't gonna.
They getting their ass.
I go say something if it'll fuck the whole vibe up.
I swear.
Y'all school had a lot of fights.
Boy, what niggas? Niggas was getting stabbed.
That's crazy. Hey, that's crazy.
A nigga got thrown down. Like it was a little like cliff on the backside of the dead. Nigga threw a nigga down the cliff. Like,
wait, what the fuck?
Wait, off like a deep drop,
bro. When I say a cliff, nigga, like.
How far he fell?
You know, like it's like probably like.
Can he land on his feet?
Not the way they threw him. Not the way they threw him. Not that much. You know, like if you looking in the woods and like it'd be like a divot and it goes down like and it's obviously a hill, but like it's a divot full of rocks. You know what I'm saying? So it was like one of those, but like not like a true cliff, but like it was dirt and rocks on the side of it, and they threw his ass down that motherfucker. They stabbed the nigga in that bitch. Yes, bro, they was going crazy.
That's crazy.
I was on campus more so though.
No, y'all shit was.
But
on campus is crazy.
That shit crazy, bro.
Like, all that happened on campus.
Nighttime come around, boy. Like,
oh my god,
slimy. Like,
yo,
it wasn't even like like you can't like walk around and nothing, like niggas gonna jump you, nothing like that. Yeah. But like,
it can get there.
It can get there if you into it with another nigga for sure. Niggas was trapping out that bitch. Niggas was
So what was the wildest shit y'all witnessed? Not experienced, but witnessed.
When the nigga threw the nigga down from college, I mean, in that first year, I would say. But, like, because obviously I went back to the crib. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? But I'm from a college town. So, like, I'm from where the University of Iowa was at. And the wildest shit, I wasn't even out there. But when the Cubs won you can read about it, too. When the Cubs won the World Series, right?
Yeah.
This dude, like, imagine, like, a lamp, like a light. You know, like, just, like, you walking downtown, like, it's like a light post.
Yeah,
like,
the light post. Yeah, they'd be like 20 feet high and shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A dude climbed one of them at like when the Cubs won, and it's like it's like a pavilion, so it's a bunch of people out there. That's where all the bars and shit is at. And the nigga climbed that bitch, and like the light bulb like must have busted. And he fell to the ground, bro, and brains I didn't see it, but like I was working at a bar down the street, and like I got off work and like walked up and like damn, like what happened? You seen on the news? But a nigga blew his brains out, fell from the top of the dig, blew his
What
brains
the
out in front of
fuck?
everybody. Like, imagine like in front of all these college students, like
Damn.
shit was crazy. You could read it. It was you could read about it. It's in the news. It's a newspaper ad about it for sure.
That's
send it to you.
fucking crazy.
I'm gonna text it
think
to you, bro. This shit crazy, bro. The nigga really would climb up the thing. That bitch bust. To his
Dumbass.
demise. Yeah.
Should have had his parachute.
Yeah, shit out his parachute.
You
What was he
stupid.
thinking? Like, you're not that big of a Cubs fan, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey,
I
bro,
don't think we got nothing to top that.
yeah.
I think the wildest thing I probably seen that well, bro, was probably that brawl when we got into a Warner when we was at
You talking
our
about
school.
after the basketball game?
Yeah,
Oh my god.
yeah. They were pulling out them tasers, all that. That was probably the wildest
What, the
thing.
police?
Yeah.
You want to tell the story? Shit.
Now go ahead. You got that.
Y'all was fighting? You was
Yo.
fighting?
No.
No, I don't. No, screw.
You was just witnessing it?
Yeah, I was
No,
just
we had just
spectator.
we had just saw the shit. So like, I remember we had I remember I came late to that game. So so the school across the lake, we used to call it Warner. It was our rival school or whatever.
Yeah.
So we was anytime we had any kind of game, whether football, basketball,
was
whatever, it was
busting.
just smoke. It was just, bro, and all them games always just be packed. Baseball, softball, it don't matter what it was.
We were both sorry, but every time we play each other,
Yeah,
everybody
bro,
good.
it was just a big
But,
ass. It was a big ass deal, especially in a town like Bragg. It was almost on some UF, FSU shit, but
Yeah.
like on a small level.
Yeah.
So like it was this was my freshman year. I'm pretty sure it was my freshman year. So I think this was your sophomore year when that shit happened. Because I remember the people that was there, they was like seniors and shit when I was a freshman that was involved in that shit. So yeah, it was a basketball game and shit. It was the rivalry game and whatnot. And that was when we had the old gym, fucking wooden bleachers and shit. That shit was a little ratchet, ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, bogus.
But that shit was packed though, bro. That shit used to get packed the fuck out. So they had a whole section just for the Warner people to go in there. So we playing a game and shit. And during that time, I ain't gonna lie, they basketball team was nice because they was whooping our ass.
Yeah.
So, but folks always used to be in the gym talking mad shit. Used
You
to
know
be
how
talking
basketball
shit.
games be, bro.
Yeah.
Right there.
No, yeah,
Right
because the
there.
only thing that was separating like the Weber students and the Warner students was the fucking band. The little mini band we had, like that was it. And so
And like we sit like right where everybody come in at, like
Yeah.
literally at the admission
So-
little table. We
Yeah.
sit right there.
So they
like-
walking in, they see you first thing first.
Yeah.
You coming in with your little Warner jacket and this, and they automatically you getting
We on
sized
your
up.
ass.
They talking
We
shit.
on you.
Yeah, like for sure. And then you already know like football season probably just ended after that. So the football players already
Yeah.
got like that tension and shit between
Yeah.
them. So what's it called? The game going on. They talking shit. Folks starting to throw shit back and forth like little papers and shit like that. So it's starting to get tense and shit. And
We lost that year too, so that's why we was already hot.
We was
We
already
lost
hot.
that year. We was hot.
Yeah. So for the football game, we had lost by like 9 points, 8 points, or some shit like that. So the what's it called? The basketball game, shit start getting tense. They start talking shit. You know what I'm saying? The basketball team, they chirping back and forth as they playing and shit. And then I remember I had caught the shit late because like I was inside at first, but I remember it was something going on. Like what it was, like they had went outside and then it was like two of them like talking shit to each other. And
Yeah,
like,
so it started like
Like, what, these was fans?
no, this is like students from
Yeah.
each school.
Okay, students.
like
okay.
the football team, our football team, they football team, a couple of people that just go to their school, a couple people that just go to our school. you
Right,
feel me?
right.
Like as he said, like so they gotta walk by us. You feel me? So we already saying slick shit, woody woo. So you know they saying shit back. You feel me? They ain't no pussy nigga. So they saying shit back. So like we just walking, everybody just walking. We get outside, like we get in the field. This before we had a turf field, so we just cutting through the field. Cause this how you get to the parking lot.
Yeah.
Man, that thing, man, all you seen was just niggas throwing punches, and that was it, bro. It was just hell,
whole
bro,
group.
bro. Just everybody scattered across the football field, bro, just going crazy. It's a dude on the gate getting his head kicked.
Yeah,
bro, it's so much going on, bro. It was just crazy.
But the cops knew whenever we had a Weber Warner game, like whether football, basketball,
Yeah.
whatever, like cops was always pulled up. Used to have at least like 2 or 3
Yeah.
sheriffs in that bitch, always at all times.
Tasers coming out.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say my boy name, but he had a taser in his back. He like, bro, can you get it out? I'm like, what? What I supposed to do, boy? You on your own, boy. Over with. Police had got him.
nah, that shit, yeah, that
They
shit had
expelled my
got,
boy because of that.
yeah,
Damn, for real.
Yeah.
yeah, this shit, bruh.
And it was just like niggas fighting, like,
Pretty
or
much,
like it was
yeah,
like bitches
yeah.
fighting
Nah,
too.
it wasn't
like,
Nah, not in that case, not in that
We ain't
case.
really had none. The school was 10% girls.
Yeah.
90%
I ain't gonna lie.
niggas,
The first couple years, boy, it was
Yeah,
that
it was
shit was
trouble.
dead. Really, it wasn't even until my senior year until we got like a whole cheerleading team.
Yeah, boy, they blessed y'all boys, man.
I
That
ain't
was
gonna
crazy.
lie. That last year, I was taking those at the time. So
Yeah.
They didn't add nursing. Didn't they
I
add
ain't gonna
nursing?
speak-
They
I
added
ain't gonna
nursing.
speak. I ain't
Bro, they
gonna
added,
speak on that.
they added so much stuff for girls after I left.
Yeah, bro. We added
I'm
a
like,
whole
bro.
like elementary education. Like if you want to be a grade school teacher,
Yeah.
nursing. They added like sports performance, like sports medicine.
Yeah.
Like they added that shit. Yeah, it was.
It was crazy.
was
Oh,
live.
so the girls really only was there for like sports, like softball team,
Track.
soccer team, track team.
Basketball.
95% of the people there was only playing sports, male or
Oh,
female.
Half of them studs.
Damn,
That
I
wipe
swear.
out. That wipe out. Half of them.
I swear.
You got 5 to choose from, but you better get on them quick because
Damn.
everybody else gonna get on them.
They gonna tag
Trouble.
them. So
Trouble,
he
boy.
said half them studs.
Stud. The studs trying to get on them. Like,
For real though.
No,
For
God.
real.
Yo, for real. Nah, he ain't even lying, boy. Like half the basketball team was studs, half the softball team.
Right.
Yeah, but it was. Boy, you better go. You better go strike.
Tough business, boy. I'm telling you, you better get on them quick. I'm talking about first day of school. Get on them.
First day of school.
No,
First
dead
day.
ass, bro.
If you wait till the second day, you gonna see a walk with somebody.
I swear.
You're done.
Dog.
Yeah, that's
But when I tell you, we talk. I'm gonna get to. I was about to tell a story. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait a second. So shit, like especially my final year, my senior year is when we added on the cheerleading team, bringing like 40, 50 chicks right there on the cheerleading team. Then we added a men's and women's lacrosse team. So that was another sport right there. And then we added something else too. I forgot what it was.
swimming.
A sport?
Yeah, we added flag football for women too.
Oh yeah.
So we
Yeah.
brought in a couple through that, and then I remember at the time we recruited a fuck ton of women's soccer players too, because we had bring in a new coach. He recruited a bunch of females coming there.
Yeah.
So we was beefed up like my senior year for real. But I think, man, I don't know, bro. I seen so much shit, dog.
Yeah.
I really just never spoke on it because I just ain't that type of person. Like if I went into some shit, like it ain't my business. Like I just always been that way.
Well, tonight, this episode, we going to talk about it, all right? we going to
I
talk
don't
about
know. I always been a person. I see some shit, I'm like, hey, bro, I go about my business. You seen that shit? I was like, I don't. Bro, I'm telling you, bro, because Jay used to, Jay, I don't know if you ever see my platform or if you ever going to see this shit, but like, damn, bro, Jay I used to be the first person he used to come talk to because he knew I would be at them parties and shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, I'm just trying
Pinhead.
to vibe, bro.
He's so green.
Bro, so he used to come in like, but the thing about it was, I ain't finna call him out. It was someone that wasn't even an RA that was doing all the snitching for real, and I knew exactly who it was, but I just ain't never say shit.
it. What he was on?
Bruh, so like Jay used to come to me and ask me what was going on, or did you witness this? Did you see this? Did you see that? I was like, I don't know. I was in the room. I was doing some homework. I just heard like this and that. Like I talked to so and so. They said, yeah, some shit broke out. I don't know who was all involved though. And he would sit here. He would show me a video, and I'm thinking like, how the fuck he get this video? It looked like a video of a student that was in the crowd. Like,
Is Jay a RA or something?
no. He was the vice
He a
president.
bit dog.
Yeah, he was
okay.
he was a motherfucker that was like deciding whether you was staying or not, bitch. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So he would be showing me videos and shit, and I'd be like, bro, where the fuck you get these? Like in my head, I used to be like, where the fuck you
Yeah.
getting these videos from?
Yeah.
Because that's how folks was getting kicked out.
Yeah.
Because he
How
was
the
seeing people's faces and shit in the videos.
How the fuck was he getting them?
Bro, it was through another student that was on the campus, bro, dry
Yeah.
snitching
Yeah.
on the low, and I already knew exactly
Snitch on his
one to
ass,
two of
man.
it who was.
Tell his ass. Fuck
Nah,
talking about.
that's-
For snitching, you can snitch on a snitch. That'll revoke your card.
Yo,
Like,
nah, it was, yeah, so that's how, but, bro, I seen so much shit, like, on campus, off campus, like,
you mean like niggas fighting?
it was like, I seen fights, I seen people doing drugs.
You was in the gym when I fought that time? You was in the gym that time? You was there?
Hey, boy, I ain't gonna lie. Hey, there was one time, I can tell that story.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, bro, so, hey,
I
one
won,
time-
by the way, so I don't know.
Right.
It is what it is.
Hey, bro, one
Hey,
thing
that's
about
why he
Squirrel-
wants you to tell it.
Yeah. If I would have lost, nah, bro, you can't speak on that. Can't speak on that.
I ain't gonna lie to you, boy. Like, Squirrel, bro, do not get it fucked up, bro. Squirrel ain't that tall, but like, bro, do not get it fucked up with him for real. Like, he used to be, bro. Squirrel always been mad cool, bro. He always mad chill, just mind his business, go about his day, play ball, like, you know what I'm saying? Never cause no trouble, nothing like that. people just used to size them sometimes. They used to go and try them, and that's when they found the fuck out.
They
So
thought you
like,
was sweet.
Bro,
God.
they be the old heads, bro.
yeah, bro.
Like this is when I'm 18. You
Yeah.
feel me? These niggas my age now. I'm 25.
Yeah.
Feel me?
Yeah,
They just
this is back when like I'm 18, he 19 and shit. Like
Yeah.
we was youngins. So yeah, bro. I remember this instance specifically. This shit was like in the middle of the semester, ain't it? Like after football season or something.
yeah,
like
they
that,
were after
right?
football. Yeah,
'Cause
They
I
probably-
remember it was me and I was with Quan at the time. Me and Quan was in the weight room lifting together. So Quan, I had asked Quan, I was like, hey, you finna go lift today, blah, blah. He said, yeah, I'm finna be there at so-and-so time. And I was like, hey, I'm gonna go with you, whatever. So we go in there, we lift, we doing our thing. It was like after, classes and all that shit done. And then after the fact, we was, I think, doing some box jumps or something. And how the door used to be open?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like the gym, like where the basketball team, volleyball team, all them would play their games at was connected to the weight room.
Yeah.
So it used to be two big double doors. So one of the doors always used to be open.
Yeah.
So you could just kind of peep in that bitch. So we saw like a bunch of the football players, like, a couple basketball, they was just playing like pickup games and shit in there.
Yeah.
So, we working out, doing our thing. When we finished, we actually low-key stopped in the middle of one of our sets or something that we was doing because we heard some like rattling, like people was arguing and shit. And I ain't gonna say his name, but it was just one of the one of the seniors at the time. He was one of our linebackers. He was in there just chirping away, like getting all loud and shit. I said, I poked my head in there. I was like, damn, what the fuck going on? And then I just seen like folks started to get close to each other. Shit started to kind of get hot. Man, I wasn't about to get in the middle of that shit. I was fucking like 190, boy. Nah,
Right.
I called Quan. I said, hey, Quan, hey, come get their ass.
Right.
I was like, hey, Quan, come break this shit up. And then, Quan fucking 6'3", 270 and shit. So he coming that bitch. And I don't know, it was shit, they was just chirping back and forth at first. And then, Quan, like, he came to step in and kind of like calm the situation out. But then homeboy, like, stepped up the squirrel and try to like buck up at him, and then Squirrel just like lit off on his ass and hit it, bro. When I tell you,
Nah. He being courteous. You feel me? The man, I came to the man on some man shit. You feel me? Like 1-on-1. Now it's nobody. I pull bro to the side. I say, bro, come over here. So we go to the side. He putting on his basketball shoes. He finna play ball. So like the man, I'm talking.
What
to
he was
him.
saying to you?
Bro? The man, bro.
it was so dumb,
It
bro.
was really what I had to say to him because he had just tried one of my dogs. And if one of my dogs, he quiet mouth. I'm like, bro, you can't be letting them do this. Woo. He like, man, I ain't worried. I said, nah, I'm going to say something to him when we get in the gym.
Right.
So when I seen him, I'm like, hey.
Nah, you good. You good. You good.
Hey, we'll
I'm
meet
like,
it.
bro, come over here. You feel me? I'm talking to him 1-on-1. He done bucked up because he got the basketball girls behind him.
Yeah.
Feel me? But they can't even hear us, but they still behind him like to where they kind of close.
Yeah.
This man didn't push me. Like, man, get out my face. What? As soon as he pushed me, I came back with the right. Bam! Right in the left. Oh, wait. Man went to try to pull my dreads.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, man. So we separate. He bleeding out the mouth. I'm like, bro, you tripping. Like, it's volleyball players in here. Like, it's not just football players. It's
Nah, it was like
know
a
what I'm
mixture of
saying?
folks in
Yeah.
that
So I'm
bitch.
like, bro, we can't do this in here. Like, boy, I ain't trying to go home. My
Right.
mom ain't having that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, bro, chill. He keep trying to come at me because if somebody punch you in the mouth, you gonna try to
he
get
was
your
hot
get
at that
back.
point.
Of
So he
that's-
keep trying to charge at me.
Yeah.
So I'm turned. The man tried to steal me. He missed. So now I done turned up. I said, but come on, what you want to do? And that when we did what we did. But that
Yeah.
shit was.
It was
That's
good
water
that-
under the bridge though. That was young. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's good. That's.
It was a good.
that's
It
kid stuff.
wasn't no administrators and nobody was
That's what I
around,
was
so
gonna say.
it was
Nobody ain't
straight.
like had nobody saw and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then we fought again that night.
Bro, that's what I was just
That
gonna
night,
say.
I ain't gonna lie. I tried him. It was really my fault this time. Cause I tried him
Did he whip you this
no,
time?
fuck no,
or-
fuck
okay,
no.
all right.
Listen though.
Yo.
Like we had a party, we had a camping party. And so I walked by him like say you standing right here, you standing with your group of dogs.
Yeah.
I just walked in the middle of their head like nigga, I'm big dog.
Yeah, you tried.
I tried him.
Yeah, you tried.
He did what he supposed to do. He hit me in my shit.
I would have fired off you too.
Bam! He got me. I said, oh, boy, I like you. Man, me and my dog, we got on his motherfucking ass. I'm talking about right there on campus.
Y'all whooped him.
Whooped him.
What his dogs do? Yeah, they was real with him.
They cordial with us too. So
Yeah.
it was really a me and him thing.
Yeah.
But like once he did that, it was like, boy, you tripping.
Bruh, all I remember was we was
Bro.
so we had heard about it. This is my freshman year, so like I used to really just be chilling in my room and shit. I really ain't go. I went to like maybe 2 or 3 parties that year.
Right.
So I remember I was chilling with Matt. It was like me, Matt, and someone else. We was like all like chilling and shit. They was smoking and shit. We was outside. And then all of a sudden, someone, I don't know who it was, came around the corner. Hey, yo, they said, Squirrel and so-and-so, he fighting right now. I said, what? It was like, yeah. And I was like, hey, he's like, they was like, oh, so-and-so getting jumped. I thought you was getting jumped.
No.
And so that's when like,
Oh, they was saying dude was getting jumped.
No. So me and Matt, our eyes lit up. So we thought Squirrel was, we was like, oh, what the fuck? And then, bro, we took off, bro. We ran. Cause we was on like the front side of Grace, I think it was.
The back side, the lake side. Well, that's where we was at.
We was by the parking lot on the front side of Grace.
Yeah.
We was in the parking lot. We was just talking shit, like standing there,
Yeah.
and we pulled around like in the middle spot in between Grace and the other building. And so we pulled around. When we came around the corner, we just pulled around and we just see Squirrel and the other dude. They was just bing, bing, bing. Buddy was on the ground and they were just minking his ass. Everybody there just watching. It was like, oh shit.
I know the back of his head was hurting that night, boy. Boy, I was fucking him up.
No, bro, like Squirrel got some fast ass hands, boy. I ain't gonna lie, cause the time I seen him still off in the gym, and then that, bro, just pep.
That was the only time you had to fight somebody?
Nah, I got a couple.
Damn, you got a couple?
Yeah. But see, I was blessed because I always got away. But
Yeah.
see, that it made up for it because I was like,
But what, niggas was just trying?
nah. A lot of times, bro, I was being quick tempered.
Yeah.
A lot of times, I can say that.
He was chill, but you did have your couple times where he snap off low key.
But I never mess with nobody, so like
That's why.
The
That's what it
times
was.
like when like
When a nigga fuck with you, like, why
Yeah.
you fucking with me? Like,
but then it be times where I felt like I shouldn't have took it there. But
Yeah.
it was like, don't mess with me, bro. Like you tripping.
I feel it.
Yeah.
You had to do what you had to do.
Yeah. But I was young.
That was one of them I had witnessed. But that, man, it was a couple. Like,
Yeah.
it just.
Wait, what?
I got a funny one. I got a
The
funny
girls,
one. I ain't gonna
man.
lie. So this was like right when I was like I graduated like high school or something, and it was me, my homie, and my cousin from Florida. He came up here. He like a year younger than me, so we had popped out and slid over to this like shorty crib. She had a fat ass house like right outside of town. Her dad was like I'm not gonna get into nothing. I'm gonna get into nothing. But he had a big ass crib outside of town.
Yeah.
So we slide over there. You feel me? This is the really first time I really fuck with a white girl. I guess. Nah, second time. So you feel me? I'm hitting shorty in the. You dig? and the dad come down. He like, all right. He like, well, basically he was like, you guys got to go. But like, he tell the daughter that. So we like, all right, bet we got to go. So I just put my pants on, but I got you feel me, a rubber on too. So we driving. I got like this old truck. My dad, he got an old truck. So I'm driving it down by the fucking like stadium. This is like Iowa City. So like you drive right past the stadium. But it's when you're driving through, it's a little city called University Heights, and like you cannot speed through there. Like the police gonna get on your ass, like because it's like a tiny little town where like the university basically like that's where the doctors and the little shit live at. So we drive, and I didn't even know I had like a little light for the little tailgate on, and the police officer pulls me over, and I'm young at this time. I'm like 18, and he see three niggas. It's a nice truck. He get out the car, so I'm like, all right, fuck it. We get out the car. He looking at the car and shit. He check it. I just have my license, and I'm not thinking shit of it. So we standing there, and he talking to me and shit, and basically done. Nigga, I got some shorts on. Nigga, the condom must have dropped out of pants. I'm talking about onto the ground in front of all of us. Like, we sitting there, like, looking at that motherfucker, like, the officer, like, all right, well, it looks like I got to examine this. So he had to pick it up, like, with his, he had to put the gloves on. But he had to pick it up, bro, and end up going through the condom to make sure there was no drugs in there and shit like that. But I'm talking about fresh off the meat. Fresh off the meat.
Crazy.
He picked it up, searched the condom.
No.
He ended up letting us go, bro.
Hey, what the fuck?
I swear, bro. It was low-key embarrassing. I was talking about we sitting in a circle, and that bitch just drop out, like just random as fuck, just drop from the side of my pants. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh my
He was
god.
looking at that bitch. She like, fuck it.
Damn.
I'm like, hey, you could. I didn't know what to say.
Hey, yo.
I didn't know what to do. I was
Fuck
young.
That's
Fuck it.
funny as fuck. I ain't gonna lie. College really is a wild place, man. Wild place, man. Again, any advice to anybody out there, it just kind of depends upon like what it is you want to do in life. I definitely would advise, hey, why not go to college, man? Do your fucking thing, but just be cautious of what you do, boy. Don't get fucking locked up or get yourself in some situations like shit we was talking about. Don't get your ass jumped and don't be with the bullshit, cause boy, trust me, I done seen some things. So, but man, we appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all tuning in as always. Appreciate having Dez and Jeremiah, aka Squirrel, in the motherfucking building, man. Coming all the way
Appreciate
from
y'all.
Orlando,
Appreciate
Florida.
y'all.
Appreciate y'all, boys, man, for sure.
Appreciate them
fun.
being here, man. Him popping up on us and shit like that, man. But for sure, man, as always, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, man, on YouTube at the CQ Podcast _ or the Season Q's Podcast. If you guys want to see any behind the scenes clips, any regular clips from the show or segments, man, make sure you guys follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Keep up with any updates or any new episodes from there as well. And if you guys want to be able to listen to the audio version of this whole thing, anchor.fm the CQ Podcast 22 to be able to listen to the audio version of all of our episodes as well. You can find us on any platform from Google, Amazon, Apple Music, Spotify, you name it, we're there. But again, appreciate Des and Jeremiah being here with us today, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and for showing all the love and support. As always, guys, stay on your Season Q's, and we'll see y'all next time. Peace.